Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to another episode of Kick Your Own Kingdom, where this video is going to be a little bit unique because it is going to be a gacha video. However, it's going to be focusing on two gachas. Now, the first gacha that actually, no, we'll focus this as the second gacha. Well, one of the gachas we're obviously going to be focusing on is, this white lily one, because we can actually do 6 temples here, which, of course, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do the rest of the missions, but I did get a majority of them done, so we can do 6 more pulls over here, which is good. So maybe there's a chance that we can get white lily, so that'd be nice. And I want to spend the rest of them up, because why not? I mean, this is probably I'd be surprised if anyone got the pity white lily through not paying anything. Like, that just surprised me. But with also that being said, there also is another gacha that I want to focus on, because it was only strictly for this special 3rd anniversary. It's over here, which, where is it? Anniversary gallery? This thing. This is a super epic times 2 chance, where apparently a lot of the cookies that you can get here have a higher chance of getting, received. So if I go over to the probabilities, it shows here, there's a higher chance of, I guess, getting all of these? Is it all of these specifically? I don't know, because I'm looking at super epics. Well, whatever the case is, just getting the cookies, they have a chance, I think, but I think it's primarily for the super epics. I mean, you can clearly see over there, if I go here, even though it's not by much, like, surprisingly, it's actually not by much, but I guess maybe the odds are boosted somehow. I don't know, but whatever. It says, oh, and you also get to perform 150 pulls to get a guaranteed super epic. Is that really much? I mean, 150? And if I don't get a single thing, I mean, there is, I just saw Moonlight there, so it's more than just super epics. So I guess maybe it's just for super epics having it multiplied by 2 chance. But I don't know what that's about, because this still shows, like, I just saw Moonlight is a legendary. I think Black Pearl was there too. So I guess maybe it's just for the super valuable cookies. I don't know. So super epics, legendaries, dragons, ancients, maybe. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, we're going to try and pull for a bit here, though I think there is a couple of things that we can get here, if that makes sense. Like, I think for the lucky, was it here? It was something else. Well, let me just say first that if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, that's what matters the most. And I will be trying to read videos, specifically comments from the video, A Sacrifice Must Be Made from the Beastie story. And I do remember what I was going to do now. Down here in the bear jelly coins, I apparently have gotten a lot of coins. And I apparently only spent a little bit of them. And apparently from doing that, I can not only get these tickets, but I can also get an extra amount of rainbow cubes, and also more of the tickets and a title, which this title is Bear Jelly Coin Collector. Yes, because I would love to flex that on myself. So that means I now have 40, so I can do 4 temples here. However, if I want to, I can actually go over to the Catnip Festival shop, and I can spend 7,000 coins here to get 10 more, so I can actually do 5 more, 10 more pulls there. I'm just thinking for 5 at a count. So I can only have a limited amount. But if I do spend more, I can actually have more access to more of these things. So if I wanted to, I guess I could actually do just a whole entire video on this if I wanted to, but I don't know. I just want to kind of like separate both the draws and see what it's all about. So first, we're going to try and stick over to this one, seeing if we can get anything good and, see if we can get anything special out of it. I don't think there's going to be a special animation. I will check it out for the first one, but if there is, that would be cool. But whatever the case is, let's just give it a check out first. If anything special happens, that'd be cool. Alright, so it's just Ginger Brave. So I don't think anything special happens. Aw, that's actually sad. That's sad, because that basically wastes my... If you're wondering why that's sad, that means we only get rares, because I could skip all of it. I mean, to be fair, got Custer, though. Really good. You know, for you all, just for a test, I'm going to go back. I'm going to buy another one. I do have a lot of coins to spare anyway. I don't know if I need to spend them on anything specific, but we'll just do another 50, and we're actually going to skip the intros because, hey, you can never be too sure. I just wanted to check if there was, like, any sort of special animation. But first, I do want to read some comments, because there's a few on this video. Like, from Guava Marshmallow, they say, common question of the day, I think we should meet the 5 beasts in order we met the ancients. So, that would mean the one parallel to Pure Vanilla, we met it first. Then it's got to be the one parallel to Hollyberry, Dark Cacao, Golden Cheese, then White Lily, which I guess that kind of does make sense because, White Lily being the last one, we also might get a confrontation with a Dark Enchantress. So I could actually see that. By the way, if I'm not sounding the best, it's just because I ate food and also drank liquids, so I don't speak the best. But with that being said, another comment from Kristen04 actually says, common question, Silent Salt. They look like Dark Cacao, but they actually have White Lily Cookies Soul Jam, or where their previous owner was. If they show up again, I hope they play a role just as important as Shadow Milk Cookie. I think all of them are going to play an important role, in my personal opinion. But, here's hoping that they do, because, let's be honest, oh, speaking of pure vanilla, there you are. But, I don't know, I think they're going to get an important role. I think all the beasts are going to get an important role, because, come on, they're beasts. They can't just be, like, shoved under the ground. And by the way, look at all those soul stones so far. Ancients and legendaries, both pure vanilla and black pearl. I'm sorry, but that's pretty valuable. I mean, it's not like we're pulling anything guaranteed, but honestly, I'll take anything. I'm pretty sure you still can get other cookies, like, you know, obviously rares and commons, but also epics can appear in here. But, I don't know. It would be very cool. It would be pretty cool. Alright. Let's just keep it on rolling. Let's see if we can get anything more valuable. Even if it's the soul stones, small amounts of soul stones in good quantities will help, because that means I can promote you. I would really like to get another promotion for pure vanilla. I've already got 3 stars for black pearl, so come on. Well, I guess in my kingdom it would be white pearl, because, you know, the transformation. But, let's keep it rolling. And I guess while we do this, more comments going up. Like, for example, what am I trying to say? Example? Yes, there we go. For example, Autumn Blaze 689 left a comment saying, "Clown question of the day, Mystic Flower. Her design is my favorite, and when I saw all the beasts, I have to say this is a really cool headcanon to do with her light going to the from volition to apathy." Why do I think that'd be funny if it went from, like, volition to violation? It's just so, like, close words that I think it would actually make sense. I don't know. Anyway, there's another comment from Family Funkin' saying, 2:30, bro, for real, though. You're looking so cute when you excited. Well, thank you. It makes me so sweet. It makes me smile. That sounded real cringe. I'm sorry. More Black Pearl Soul Stones. Man, you just really want me to promote Black Pearl, don't you? I mean, I am primarily trying to work more on getting the crystal gems for the legendaries upgraded, because I can't just have them at, like, eternally at level 2 or 3. They gotta get upgraded at some point. But, it's a slow process, but I'm making it work. But I'll make it work. I don't know. But there we go. We only have 3 pulls for this. We already pulled 3 times and we didn't get a super epic, which, to be fair, that's kind of expected. What did I expect? But if we do get something good here, that'll be flipping amazing. So maybe if it gives us something good, I would love that. Please. Please, game. I'm looking for that. I was going to record earlier, but there was actually some leftover dinner that I didn't have, so I cooked up some tacos. I ate that. Really, really good. And this taco sauce has a little bit of a kick to it, but it's actually really enjoyable. Also, Glamour of Chaos left a comment saying, a normal day with some cookie died. Welcome to Cookie Run, where if it has to do with the story, there's most likely one of those cookies are going to die in it. So, be excited. Okay, Purple Yam Soul Stones, not legendary, but they still work. Candy Corn Cookie actually left a comment saying, I would recommend all the Beast cookies because they literally the same, in my opinion. I mean, they're not the same, though. Like, they don't look the same. I mean, sure, I guess their ambitions are the same, going like, oh, well, we were nice and then we're evil, but, like, their attitudes, personality, and designs are definitely different. Like, you don't expect all of them just to act like plumbing Shadow Milk and just be all clown gestures, do you? Like, that wouldn't make any sense, and if that ends up being the case, I'll actually be fairly disappointed. But, I don't know. With that being said, there's only 2 more that we can pull here, so we'll do these 2, and then we'll read a comment question of the day, and maybe we can end off and get something good. Oh, hello? Oh, okay, it is an epic. That's Chocoware Hambrut. I can recognize that background. I think. Yep, I recognize that. Which is one of the more cooler cutscenes, in my opinion. There you are. The 3D non-cookie cookie. Alright, I didn't even promote you. I should probably go promote you. But that's pretty unique. Anyway, Kimberly Crockett's left a comment saying, comment question of the day. I would love to see Eternal Sugar Cookie get released because me and them have something in common. We're both lazy. Oh, and I want to see a Jelly Serpent Cookie in the game so bad. Remember when in Cookie Run OvenBreak, people really wanted to see the Jelly Serpent character playable? Like, I feel like, wouldn't that be cool if they were actually playable? I wonder how their skill would work, but either in Kingdom or in OvenBreak, that would actually be pretty unique. But, whatever. Also, another comment from user that I can't read because it's in gibberish saying, me when Shadow Milk Cookie say handsome. Me vomits. Well, let's be honest, Shadow Milk is like an egotist. They're always gonna, like, try and, like, stroke himself because of how, like, precious they think they are. Because, you know, being an egotist, but then again, he's a liar, though. Maybe he's lying to himself. I don't know. Just a theory time. Throw that into theory book. Game theory, get on that. Especially if it's not MatPat, because MatPat's soon going to leave, which is actually very sad. Whatever. We'll stick with the books, and maybe it won't... Maybe for a little bit of time, the viewership might go away, but I think they'll slowly grow back. Okay, so it is another epic. Is that Fig? Moonrabbit. I think that's Moonrabbit. Yeah, that's definitely Moonrabbit. Alright, well, okay, well, at least we got another epic. At least we're actually getting cookies from this gacha, which... I'm not gonna be mad about that, especially since it's more valuable ones. It's not that I don't care about the, oh, by the way, this isn't, is this? Oh, Dark Cacao Soulstone, hello. It's not even giving me mileage, is it? No, it's only giving me the essence. Do I have so much mileage, or is it just like that? Because it's not giving me it's just giving me the essence. I don't know if anyone's noted that. Maybe I'll give it a gander in the White Lily one, because if that's the case, man, I gotta spend some of this mileage if I have that much. Because that's kind of worrying. I'll test it in the White Lily one after this gacha's done, and then we'll see. But, of course, as expected, you thought we were gonna get something valuable in this? I mean, we did get the, you know, epic cookies, which ain't too bad. But come on, the only other way that you can get more of this is if you decide to buy them in the 3rd anniversary. You can't even get them through packages. That's kind of a shocker. Maybe you can. Maybe you can just get coins. I don't know. But with that being said, actually, wait. Let me just check something. So we got the 2 there. If we did math, so there's 5 there. It keeps scrolling down. You can get another 2. So that'd be 2. Okay. So that'd be 4. So if you wanted to, you could spend all your coins until you get a guaranteed super epic. Because like there's 4. Do the math. 7, 10, and then this gets 15. Huh. Maybe there's other ways you can get them. Because I did just get like a few from. Not here, but, was it down here? Wherever Bear Jelly coins. Like, down here. I just got 10 there. So, I don't know. It'll be pretty interesting. But, for a common question of the day, I think I wanted to think of this for, oh, you know what? I had an idea, but I'm going to save that for another video. But for now, I'm going to say, what would you add as a little reward feature in Kikurang Kingdom if another anniversary happens to come by? Like, let's say the 4th anniversary happens and we're all celebrating. What would you add? Because this update honestly added a good amount of things for its anniversary. Like, you have this little super epic gacha thing that you can at least pull more cookies out of. You have this festive spinning wheel, which you can get, like, time jumpers, more coins, and other things out of. You have the cake that gives you dailies and bunch of coins. You have this anniversary thing, which by far this is my favorite because it gives you epilogues of all the story, especially for the Dawn of the Dragon one. That one is great because, you know, it actually gives Rebel Cookie limelight. It's amazing. But also you have the cookie shop where you can spend all those coins on pretty valuable items, like things which I think are for I forget, like something for like White Lily costume or something like that. It's these emerald things, but I think I would just. Can't you get the other types of thing? I don't know. But, shops like that, and you can also play this little dice roll game, which I can actually spend 2 right here, which I'm actually close to completing 10 laps, so maybe I could just crank down a bunch of dice just so I can see if I can complete this event. I mean, the dice are rather cheap, so why not? There we go, 10 laps completed. But, I don't know, be sure to tell me down in the comments below, because I am curious. Oh, hey, I got 2 steps forward. I am good at this game. But let's go ahead and back down, because right now we're going to go over to the White Lily gacha, and... heck is this? Cookie level 70, level 80. Oh yeah, I forgot level caps. That doesn't make. Maybe I should probably do that as a little bonus thing. Well, we are 13 minutes into the video, so we should probably get this gacha stuff done. We can do 6,000, so that is 6 10 pulls. So maybe we can get something cool out of this. I don't know. Give it a gander. Start off good with some espresso cookie soul stones. How about you express your feelings into that cup of joe? And fettuccine soul stones. That well. I can't. Over the years, I've noticed that, like, I don't do as many puns, unless if it's, like, a real easy reach. I don't know. But we do get something good here. That's how the flip was I was like, oh, is that one before I got Fig? No. This one's Fig. Apparently, I just called their name, and now they're here. Sure am. Why not? Which, apparently, I think Fig is still absurdly bad from what everyone's telling me. So... there's that. But anyway, let's get down to some more comments because there's still a fair amount. Like, for example, Shafir Raganasikov left a comment which says, hey, HyperHimes, if you were invited to a tea party by Shadow Cookie and you weren't given a choice but have to go, what would your personality be with him? And what would your reaction be if he made fun of your friends? I would probably, like, not be happy if he made fun of my friends. However, I'd probably try and play off all of his jokes by, like, a counter joke or something like that, because I feel like the last thing I want to do is try and make the comedy jester cookie who can control everything around me angry. I think the best thing that I can do is probably keep on a similar comedic level with him. And laugh at all his jokes. Laugh at all his jokes, because that's how you get on his good side. Also, Nexium left a comment saying, which cookie in Kikurang Kingdom has the best lore and design in your opinion? Are we talking about both or separately? Because best lore and design, it would probably have to go with one of the super epics or ancients, because, like, you know, good lore and design has to come from one of those. Oh, that's actually hard. I'll think on that while I read some other comments. Like, for example, Tangible Pepper left a comment saying, comic question of the day, Shadow Mode Cookie is my favorite beast, but I think it would be cool to either get Silent Soul or Eternal Sugar Cookie next. Yeah, I could see those as becoming next cookies that we could possibly get. But man, good design and good lore. That's actually kind of hard because there's so many cookies, and you would probably want to default to like one of the ancient or epic ones. Like, I feel like personally, I think Golden Cheese is really good because you have to bear in mind, not only do I love her design, but also the story behind her and her kingdom is actually pretty shocking in comparison to the other ones. Because while the kingdoms of Pure Vanilla, White Lily, I'll even say White Lily for the Fairy Kingdom, Dark Cacao, and Hollyberry have went through hardships, Golden Cheese has went through the worst one because her whole entire kingdom collapsed, and she's just living a lie. So it's a pretty deep and personal backstory, which I hope that she can rebuild her kingdom and it can prosper once again. And I know it's kind of sad for me to say that because, you know, I don't want her to suffer anymore, but hey, we can try and get through it together. She's the best. Awesome. Yeah. Anyway, there's actually a couple comments. What? A couple comments from an idiot. One saying, I got White Lily and I have legendary Bomber Biscuit with 2 higher bypass substats. I think that means you got biscuits, which if it can work with White Lily Cookie, then I'm very much proud of you. By the way, do you hear that car outside? What is that? Also, another comment you said is at 1548, Timekeeper uses the she or they, at least that's what the wiki and story says, but I don't know how correct it is. I would believe it if it was she or they, because I knew, here's some story. Ooh, we got a good one. Because the thing is, I remember releasing Timekeeper Cookie Facts, and people told me, hey, can you fix this? You use they, she pronouns, but they use they. So I was like, alright. So I unreleased it, and then I remade it, and oh, that's Rockstar right there. Is that Rockstar? Yeah, I recognize that guitar. That's pretty cool. But I removed that, and I added they pronouns, so it makes sense. However, when the new story that involved Timekeeper, well, it didn't involve Timekeeper, but when she came, when she was talked about in the story with what was it, String Gummy? It was mainly String Gummy. They mentioned the other version of Timekeeper, like Ethereal Ruler of Time, like the other dimension Timekeeper, like how there's a different dimension Croissant. It's basically the Timekeeper of Director Croissant's dimension. In the cutscenes of those, I remember that they use she pronouns. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe something got changed within the story, maybe something makes more sense, I don't know. But this is all about timelines and universes, so it really doesn't make any sense. Arian Funhouse also left the comment saying, common question, I hope Eternal Sugar Cookie or Burning Spice Cookie were revealed in the next story. Yeah, honestly, I just can't wait for what cookies get revealed in the next story in BCs, because I really importantly, I can't wait for their designs and lore to be expanded upon. But also, Sonic Gamer left a comment saying, since the video was uploaded on the day of the Super Bowl, I'd like to know, do you watch the Super Bowl for the actual game, or are you like me where you're not really into football and only watch Super Bowl for commercials? Personally for me, I'm not much of a commercial person, only just, what am I saying? I'm an idiot. I'm not much of a Super Bowl person only because I don't watch many sports, and even if I did want to get into sports, I think that'd be a very toxic thing to go down, because it's always going to be about supporting your team and like rooting down against the others, and the moment that your team fails and the other team wins, you're going to be throwing beer bottles against the wall, screaming like, oh, come on, quit sucking, ref, quit sucking, stuff like that. And I know if that happens, I'm just going to go down that's a bad. That's one of the top 3 worst things that you could ever talk about in conversation, in my personal opinion, especially if you want to get into a fight. I'm not going to say the other 2, that'll be for another day. Especially not on this channel, unless I'm going to get flamed for it. But with that being said, there's actually a few more comments on here, but they're rather long. But let me just get through them anyway. Oh, and also got some nice frilled jellyfish things. Bread is Cooler, that's literally their name, saying, common question, Red Spice Cookie because they're the only one that formerly had the Light of Abundance, being Golden Cheese's power, and they remind me of Capsaicin. Maybe they might be like a greedy version of Yeah, what am I saying? Greedy version of Capsaicin. I was about to say greedy version of Golden Cheese, but man, that would be bad to say. But like, you know, just Capsaicin if they were really greedy about their power. I don't know, maybe like a big egotist. Also, Undercover Elixir left a comment saying, if someone actually misgenders someone, it's fine as long as they don't try and correct it. Oh, as long as they try to correct it. If someone cries over being misgendered despite being an accident, they're too soft for the world, and they need to grow up. Not everyone will know your preferences, and that's okay. As long as they try and comply with your preferences, you are not in fault for making them feel bad. They are in the fault for not being mature enough to understand that the world will always be comfortable and perfect place for them. I guess for me that makes sense. By the way, we can only do 2 more polls here. That does make sense because sometimes it just comes down to how someone feels. Like, at the end of the day, I will never intentionally misgender someone. The only reason why I would ever do that is if I'm an idiot and I just accidentally do it out of like, is it muscle memory? Either that or just like my default brain settings where I'm just gonna refer to you as like, hey dude, or something like that. It will never be out of spite or anything mean. It's just gonna be me being a goofball and a pleb. But Anita Alsacato left a comment saying, Eternal Sugar most likely will come because Hollyberry came second. And I think it's gonna come to the same way like it did in the past updates, but I would like to see the mystical flowers, and I don't know how he or she will probably look, but I think it would be cool. Honestly, if that's the case, I'm gonna be really excited for when they release salted sea salt, salted sugar. Who the pleb is it? Big Armor pleb, because they're gonna be the last one, because that's when White Lily would be released, and they look really threatening. Out of everyone, they look the most. They look like a Dark Souls boss. I'm not even joking, like a Dark Souls character. I'm just being honest about that, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, there's only a few comments left here. Like for example, there's a few from Mona Wolf Deer. One saying common question, burning spice, or I don't know their name. You basically got it right, it's burning spice. Another comment says, I just showered and I smell like fruits and flowers. Did you do the thing where you mixed up the shampoos to make a potion? Because that's something I definitely did as a child, because I wanted to become the ultimate smelling king. If only I was a child again. We got one more poll here, so let's just finish off the rest of the comments and then we can end this video, I guess. Maybe I can do something cheeky, I don't know. Also, the last comment I'll read from Mona saying, fun fact, Sour Sugar Cookie also got drunk a lot when she said she also acted like a child of 5, and she hated because she was little crying sitter, and she cut her hair because people made fun of her. Her hair's tall now. I hope you're talking about an OC, because I don't remember this in Kick Your Run lore. It might be an OC, I don't know. Also, Princey the First did leave a comment saying, common question of the day, I'd say Burning Spice Cookie, mainly because of her design and all, but I know that either Mystic Flower Cookie or Eternal Sugar Cookie is going to be released next because of the first time when we met the Ancients, we first started with Pure Vanilla, then it was Hollyberry, then Dark Cow, so it makes sense for them to be shown next. Probably, but then again, you never know when Devsisters could surprise us with something that makes no sense, because that is the Devsisters way. But there's only like, what, a few more comments? There's actually a small amount, but Luella not found left a comment saying first, so let me just give the obligatory, like, good job for being first. Though then again, Smart and Spiral also left a comment saying first, so, you two fight in the death pit to find out who's first. Come on, let's see the fight. Okay, so we got nothing on that draw. But I'm not done. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna buy one more of these, I'm gonna read the rest of those comments, and then we'll be all fine from there. We'll be fine and dandy. And then you get to see it, so maybe we'll get something extra. So let's see it. Plubbing, who is it? It's Audrey left a comment saying, also because of an accidental leak in the Paper Storm thing, it's confirmed that Elder Fairy will be revived and be playable. How is that leaked? How does that, what? How does that make sense? How do you look at the Paper Bird thing and go like, ah, yes, Elder Fairy. That's the secret. That doesn't make any sense. Now, also, I wouldn't advise posting leaks in my comments, but as long as it's nothing like hardcore physical, because even I'm struggling to believe that. But, okay. Also, Juliet Lisva? Oh, nice Super Epic Soulstone, saying, people get offended over misgendering need a life and does not need much care and consideration. You're only doing it out of fear, just be yourself. Yeah, I'm just easily terrified of the internet because, well, it's the internet. Sometimes you have no idea what power the internet can hold and how much you can just get decimated for what you say and what you do. But also, the last comment actually comes from AGamer360, which says, common question of the day, not hype for the 5 little things, not even a bit, they all suck, they feel like bloat to me, just I hate the whole older ancients being evil, basically I prefer elder beings destroying Earthbread than older cookies, and Shadow Milk is overrated AF. Man, I can tell if someone is a Grinch over this update. Like, the thing is, I can understand, like, where you're coming from. I'm not trying to, like, downplay it. I'm just curious as to why, which, by the way, we basically got nothing in that, so that sucks. But I'm just curious as to, like, why in specifics, because I can understand why people would not like the update, but also at the same time, oh, by the way, I can get this, which gives us a chest for a guaranteed epic. That's cool. But my curious is just there. That's why. I'm not trying to downplay it like I mentioned. I'm just kind of curious as to why. Because I understand you said, oh, the old ancients being evil sucks. But the thing is, they weren't always evil. Just something changed them to be from good to evil. And the Soul Gems had to find the new owners, and they did. And so far, they aren't. Well, I mean, those ancients could be a lot better. But, like, it's what we have now, so we just kind of have to sew with it. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. So, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. Ooh, I'm going to burp. There it is. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe? And also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Kicker and YouTube stuff for absolutely free, a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see on my normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.